Do you think dietary supplements are good for society and how people live, and why do you think so?
Yeah, I think they're good for society, and depending on your lifestyle in particular. Like everyone has different needs and their different activity levels, and supplementation is really just a way to get some more of the nutrients and things that you might need to help um, recover or to help get proper nutrition when you may not be able to eat necessarily healthy all the time. So yeah, I think they're a good thing, and they can help a lot of different people.
From personal use, how has dietary supplements affected your life, and has it affected it in a positive way?
Definitely has affected my life and in a positive way. I've used it for. I mean, I've used supplements all through working out. I've been working out since early high school, and I've always taken at least whey protein or other supplements on top of that. Mostly amino acids, vitamins, things like that. There's a lot of things that it's hard to get in your diet. So the more you have to eat, the more nutrients you have to get in to recover from working out. So supplementation will actually help you get those things. Sometimes it's even cheaper to get it through supplements than it is to try to get it all through food. So yeah, it's definitely helped me in definitely in a positive way too. And I've always seen more results faster using supplements than not. And it just depends on what the supplements are. So.
What are some different ways supplements can benefit a person's health and their body?
Well, some supplements are for recovery, so they're recovering, damaged tissue from working out. Some supplements are for replenishing energy, so they could be different types of carbohydrates. Other supplements can be, are let's say um, healthy fats and things like that that are gonna be good for other health benefits like antioxidants or anti-carcinogen effects, things that help with memory and eyesight. I mean, there's many different kinds of supplements you can get benefits in a lot of different ways depending on what you take. Some things that we take are amino acid based, some are protein, some are fat, some are carbohydrates. So it just kind of depends on what you're taking.
Seeing all these people come into Nutrition Direct, do you think supplement use is not just a product but becoming a way of life?
It is a way of life. It is. I mean, they are products, but it has to be a way of life if you want it to work effectively. When people say supplements don't work, it's because they don't use them as a way of life or as a lifestyle, as we call it. So they're not very effective. It has to be taken as like a way of life. It's a daily thing that you do, and for your own health.
What type of negative effects can supplements do to your body, and have you ever experienced or witnessed someone that have had these effects?
It depends on the types of supplements. There are supplements out there that have been proven dangerous that are, that may increase blood pressure or that may be damaging to the liver or have negative effects on your endocrine system, long term or short term, depending on what they are. Things like pro-hormones, certain types of fat burners, certain types of pre-workouts. A lot of those supplements are age regulated, so you have to be either over 18 or 21 years old to use them. I have seen people though damage their bodies with these supplements. Some of them have been banned by the FDA. Some are still out there. Most supplements don't fall into that category. It is a very select few, but there are supplements out there that, when abused, can definitely cause negative side effects, and I've seen them. I've taken one more fat burner than I should have before, and had a little bit of an increased heart rate for a few hours and things like that, and was like, yeah, that's probably not a good thing. Long term, I don't know what kind of. I can only imagine it would have to do damage to have higher blood pressure or to stress the liver over a long period of time. So there's probably long term effects that can happen from those supplements. But most supplements that are sold fall into the macronutrient categories of carbs, fats, and proteins. So there really is no long-term side effect involved with that.
In what ways do supplements affect how an athlete performs, and do you think supplements have become part of an athlete's life present days?
I think supplements have been a part of an athlete's life, as part of an athlete's life ever since people have been drinking Gatorade. I mean, obviously that's, I mean, right there, there's your first example of, supplementation of carbohydrates and electrolytes instead of just drinking water, during exercise. So yeah, supplements definitely have been used. I mean, been used for years and are being used today more and more. Um, the whole do I think they give them enhanced performance? Definitely. If something's going to give you more energy, or something is going to give you faster recovery time, or something is going to help, neutralize lactic acid, or do a lot of the things that can increase endurance, increase oxygen storage and blood flow, you're going to get better, athletic performance. So I definitely think that they affect athletes, and I think it's being used quite a bit today.
What is your opinion about athletes using supplements? Would you consider this to be cheating?
No, I don't think it would be cheating. It's a level playing field. Supplements everyone has access to them. So as long as the sport you're playing allows you to take the supplements that are out there and you stay within those guidelines, I don't see how that could be cheating. Now, if they were to say that, maybe if someone wants to compare, an athlete today being allowed to take supplements versus an athlete 50 to 100 years ago, where supplements didn't exist, I mean that's a whole other argument. But then there were things that were legal back then you could buy over the counter that you can't buy today. Steroids were not illegal until 1990 or 1991. So there's a lot of discrepancies there between cheating and not. So no, I wouldn't say it's cheating at all. It just depends on the supplements, though. If you take something that you're not allowed to take, then it is cheating.
Here at Nutrition Direct, what could you say is the most popular item customers buy?
Protein powder would be the most popular item individually that people buy. And we do sell a lot of pre-workout powders and nitric oxide boosters, but I would say the most, and multivitamins. Multivitamins and protein powder. Those are the things that most customers buy, because protein powder is something that athletes take and people just take every day throughout their life to, for meal replacement and supplementation in their diet.
Would you say that at first when people start using dietary supplements and experience positive results, that they continue to use them and try other products?
It seems to go both ways with that one. Yes and no. There are people who start to use them, get benefits from them, incorporate it as part of their lifestyle, and continue to try new things and take things that work for them, trial and error, and go on, and so on and so forth. Where there's other people who try them and whether maybe they don't stay at the same activity level, so they don't need them anymore, or for whatever other reason don't stick with it. So it just depends. It does go both ways, but I would say on average it's 50-50.
Dietary supplements are still fairly new to the world and have short-term effects. And the short-term effects are already known. What would you say would be the possible long-term effects?
Well, like I had said before, some of the most supplements, most amino acids, or any healthy fat product or vitamin or mineral product that's natural sourced, I don't think there's going to be any long-term negative effects. If anything, it's going to give you more long-term positive effects. But there are some supplements out there, such as methylated prohormones, or some of the fat burners out there that could give you possible long-term effects, like heart palpitations, or liver damage, or like say damaging your body's ability to produce testosterone or other hormones. So there are long-term effects that can occur with certain supplements. You just have to be aware of what those are and be properly informed.